Hello everyone, this is Darkheart again, and do I have a treat for you? We will be watching a match between. This is one of the best of three between FXOasd and mTwDIMAGA. And as you can see, DIMAGA says the GLHFGG. And on a previous video before I casted of that had DIMAGA playing in it, I thought maybe that GG meant that he expected to win. However, now I think that it's just something he does every game. And also, I have some very interesting information about the player FXOasd. I did some research on him. He is a Korean player, and his main race is actually Terran. So he is playing his off race as Protoss. I personally do not know why he's doing this. Maybe because he's trying to learn the secrets of a race he's bad against, or maybe he's just switching races completely. We'll see. We'll see as time goes on. But in in this best of three match, he has gone Protoss throughout the series. And as you can see, ASD does the common thing and creates a forge first. We may be seeing a forge fast expand, so that, and we have DIMAGA creating a late spawning pool because in this matchup there is really no reason to go for a quick spawning pool because of the distance it takes for Zerglings to go across the map. And ASD creates a pylon here to block DIMAGA's expansion. So what does DIMAGA do instead? He creates his his second base right here, which is actually quite a long ways from his main base, so it will take longer for him to reinforce his base. And as I said before, he would go for the Nexus after the Forge, and he does create a photon cannon. And these four Zerglings that DIMAGA has created will easily take down this pylon, and this will supply cap DIMAGA. But he is creating a pylon. Where is he creating that? Oh, he has created here and has decided to build a photon cannon. So he will try to cannon rush this expansions, so that DIMAGA will be extremely behind in economy. And DIMAGA, after taking on the pylon, decides to go for a third expansion here. But ooh, DIMAGA did cancel that once. I believe he saw. Let's see, what did he see? He saw. I believe that was all he saw. I believe he just saw that photon cannon there. So what does he decide to do? He decides to move his third, which his old third is now a second, right here where there are three gases, which I personally believe is extremely good for. I mean, this is a very great idea for a match like this. And this probe is going to see that DIMAGA does have a third base here. And we have DIMAGA's second base up now, just completed. And also, as you can see here, ASD is just finished walling off his base with a zealot, and the Zerglings are going to break away from chasing the probe so that they will not fall to cannon fire. And ASD decides to take down the supply depot with his cannon since it just gets in the way. And we have ASD researching Zergling speed so that he can have very fast lings, which is good, especially on this very large map. let's see what else do we have here. This cannon's still standing, so and this is good if ASD ever wants to warp in units here. Let's see, well, what do we have here? We have Stalker that's in the base, and ASD has decided to go for a robotics facility, probably so that he can spy exactly what DIMAGA is doing. And DIMAGA decided to go for a double evolution chamber so that he could research two things, both an attack and a defense upgrade. And he decides to go for the melee attack. So his Zerglings will be getting a 1/1. So he may be going for a Zergling infestor play. And he decides to go for a macro hatch here. So he'll have a total of 4 hatcheries from what to produce from. What do we have here? Okay, ASD has decided to build on 3 gateways so that he can work on a lot of units. And he's also pumping out Immortals. And DIMAGA is also getting a layer tech. So we could be seeing an investor play here. Ooh, but no, he decides to go for a Baneling nest. So I don't know what he'll be doing with his Baneling nest, but his Banelings will have increased attack from these upgrades, increased attack and armor, thus making them more volatile. And let's see what else we have here. We have layer tech's about finished, and we have 4 more gateways for ASD, so he'll have a total of 8. And he has a lot of sentries. That's 7 sentries. And he's pumping out a warp prism, which we could be seeing an immortal drop, or maybe we could be seeing a warp in maybe a makeshift pylon. And the probe decides to block off the choke with another pylon so that no units can go back or go in. And our Zerg players are researching some trivial hooks to increase Zergling speed, Baneling speed, ventral sacks, and a pneumatized carapace for his overlord, so that they can be much faster and they can have drops. And ours, how many Zerglings does our excuse me, Zerg player have? He has a total of 59, 4 Banelings, but he is creating much more Banelings. 15. Ooh, and we have a battle going on right here. Great use of force fields by ASD, trapping the Banelings in the force fields, thereby decreasing damage. DIMAGA is creating more Banelings to deal with this force. And then we have overlords here, so he may be preparing to drop on this army. DIMAGA tries to attack the 3rd. These spine crawlers will go down. And we have basically Zerg units attacking from 3 sides. But if DIMAGA's not careful, ooh, look at those Banelings. Great force fields. Oh, and here we go with the drop. These Banelings will drop on this Protoss force, but it will not do good damage with all these force fields. Great use of force fields, which just prevent units from getting thus around. And this warp prism is functioning like a makeshift pylon, as I said. And this base will fall, but ASD only decides to leave a few units here to deal with this, while the rest of his army decides to. Ooh, again, great use of force fields. But he's trying to attack this base now. And now the supply is in ASD's favor, with DIMAGA making 30 Zerglings. Oh, look at that great force field blocking, keeping those drones from going up the ramp. And these Zerglings will not do squat. And this warp prism's taking the high ground, so it can warp in units up there. And I mean, I don't see how DIMAGA can win with half of the supply of what ASD has. And and there's the GG by DIMAGA. And DIMAGA has congratulated ASD. So I hope you all enjoyed this. This is a best of 3 match. So for the next game, we'll see if DIMAGA will come out where there will be a 3rd game, or if ASD will win it and take it all. So I hope you guys enjoy the game, and I hope to see you guys in the near future.